this is brain training. It's a mental brain training. So it's literally training, and you know that, and you can share more about that. So it's in 3 components of the neurofeedback. It's a visual, tactile, and audio component. And it's non-invasive technology that helps the brain to learn from their own behavior. And you just simply sitting and watching the screen and holding the little animal, on your lap, bear. I have a bear. And you just need to be present. You just need to be focused. You just need to be in my chair on time. And I do the rest of the job. So, and that's what now, tell me, what's your experience like before? You mentioned already, and what happened after? And I've done with you the quite first level. It's a 10 hours of work. It's emotional stability protocol. And where are you now?
It's interesting.
You mentioned already something, but what you experience, what your feedback about the now?
So when you mentioned being present, that's what I struggled with the most, because I could be looking at you and my mind goes somewhere else. I'm not present. So when I was in your office and, having the bear and the audio and the visual, basically with the, screens going big or small, depending on just my attention, it was like reminding me how to be present as well. Like just pay attention to what you're feeling, just really being present. And so then after I would leave the session, I would try to make sure pay attention to what's happening around me. Don't go in some loop-de-loop somewhere 5 years ago. Just stay present. And so with practicing that outside of your office, or practicing it when I'm at work, don't go somewhere else. Stay present, listen to what's going on. It would feel like my mind was going 100 miles per hour before, but then with just staying present, it helps things to. It puts a lot of things into perspective where I feel like the question would be just why do you feel like you have to go 100 miles per hour? Welcome to Connecting the Dots. I'm your host, Jessica Carice, and this place is a space where you talk about seemingly random topics, but in all actuality, they're connected together. And today is a very, very interesting topic. We have a very interesting guest. It's going to be about your brain, and we all know that everything starts with the brain, and then, life unfolds from there. And so my very, very special guest, her name is Maryna Yudina. She is an executive performance strategist, a neuroscientist, and the founder of Quant Synaptic Solutions and Pacific Neurocenter. Maryna is a neuroscience-driven executive strategist who helps leaders sharpen decision-making, protect cognitive capacity, and perform at the highest level under pressure. She began her career as a family doctor in Odessa, Ukraine, where she pioneered groundbreaking U.S.-European initiatives to establish family medicine in her region. After moving to the United States, she advanced into hospital leadership roles in Alaska and California before founding 2 companies dedicated to cognitive performance and leadership excellence. With a background spanning medicine, neuroscience, and executive coaching, Maryna blends science with strategy to unlock resilience, clarity, and bold decision-making for top performers. She is the creator of Cognitive Elevation Program, her signature framework where neuroscience meets elite leadership, guiding CEOs, investors, and high-achieving professionals worldwide to master mental clarity, energy management, and sustainable peak performance. Beyond her professional work, Maryna is an avid golfer, passionate tennis player, and finds her reset point near the ocean where clarity and strategy and creativity come together. Welcome, 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 Dr. Maryna.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for such a warm welcoming me. And thank you for having me on your podcast. Thank you so much. And hello, everyone.
It's the least I could do to have you on my podcast.
Thank you.
You know, a little bit of background, everybody. I went to Dr. Maryna for brain training. Earlier this year, I was basically combating symptoms of PTSD. And so basically when I came into Maryna's office and she talked to me about what brain training is, neuromodulation, she basically highlighted that when you have PTSD, things aren't connected in your brain. And so it makes life a lot more harder than it needs to be.
You describe it so perfectly well. I think we're done. Yeah. So, how can I help today? Tell me what can I do today for the interview, and what information would be interesting to your people who watching our interview?
Yeah. So, you know, my following are people who tune into the podcast. They're people who really are trying to live their best life, become their highest self. And a lot of it was between like motivation and things along that nature. But for me, I found myself fighting on the inside with, I can believe in myself. I believe in myself. And then feeling worthless. So what I so what I want from you is just to to kind of dig into like why you went into neuroscience and brain training, and then describe like, you know, I was one of your clients, so describe like, I guess, just on your experience, the transformation you've seen in people after they started brain training. And then even when we were talking, you did it for yourself too. So
Yeah.
share some of that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's a good question. And actually today, Facebook reminded me about that it's been 15 years since I left Alaska.
Wow.
And they have that's what I like about that social media. They kept all the moments, and they sent me my picture from Alaska, and it was August 2010.
Wow.
And like now. And it's really make me think about what I accomplished, how I've done that journey, and where I am right now. And thank you for the introduction. For this 15 years since I've been in the United States, I started with the Barrow, Alaska. It's on the top of the earth, in a kind of cold, interesting place. And what we're talking about there, how the the consistency and vision works for the people. I made very tough decisions in my life. I was working in the different programs. I'm finished Odessa Medical School in Ukraine, one of the top leading medical school in Western Europe. I start pioneering, and I was working as a physician, and I work with in the military hospital in different capacities. And then I always been interested on the neuroscience, and I was working on a dissertation with the post-traumatic stress symptoms on the post-Chernobyl syndrome, on the people who suffer that. And I was working on the dissertation. I was very young after the medical school, during my internship, actually. And I worked with the professor of the medicine, Dr. Serebrina, in that time. And that what kind of opened my eyes on the different technologies and opened my vision about different technologies. And I am also always been interested in the preventive measures, preventive medicine, that not wait until the problem already exists, we can help before the problem even start rising, knowing some symptoms already. I was working on that. It was some situation that happened to me. I had the opportunity to went to United States in Denver, Colorado, for the different programs, medical programs, and see how the management of medicine works, how the family medicine works, because I was a pioneer of the program on ODS and the family medicine, plus working with the dissertation as well. And I had the opportunity and chance to visit United States that time and realize that that's where the technology, and that's where the opportunity for me. And I would like to be here and use the technology and open more doors for me and for my future patients or clients. I didn't even know what will happen next. It's like sometimes we say, be careful what you wish for. My wish came true. And but the opportunity was in Alaska. So, and I hate cold, to be honest with you. I'm grew up in Odessa. It's Mediterranean climate on the Black Sea. I love my city, and swimming in the sea, that's my energy point. But despite all the no from my community, despite all the rejections from my friends and community and even parents, of course, because everybody told me, like, are you crazy?
Interesting.
Going to Alaska, where it's minus 55,
Yeah.
100 days of darkness.
Yes.
You don't know anyone. You just have your dream. And they look at me like, okay, we need to talk to this woman, and make her stay. But that's what make us leaders and successful people. If we want to reach to that point, you need to make sometimes very tough decisions.
Yeah.
The decisions wasn't easy for me, but I saw over the horizon. I saw the different opportunities. If somebody saw like it's a cold place, Alaska, somewhere on the top of the earth, I saw that completely differently. Like, this is technology over there. I can improve my English. I can improve my skills. I can work in the hospital settings and learn about system from the bottom to the top, because I would like to learn how the system works. I saw the huge opportunity, and that's why I was surprised that nobody else have seen that. The one person who saw that, and he is my the best friend and my partner and my everything, my son. So he support me, and he was a teenager that time, and he support me, and he said, "Mom, we will be okay." He saw the opportunity as well. He saw the resources, the opportunity for him and for me. And that's how my journey started in Alaska.
Wow.
And working, but I was working in the different levels and different capacities in administration positions and everything. But I always keep my eyes on the prize. I want to get to the point that I will be able to help people, use my knowledge and expertise, and working also in that capacity, the leader in the hospital settings, the infection control officer, quality improvement director. In the pharmacy, I work in the pharmacy tech, actually. I work in another hospital. I started with the financial department. So I kind of like accumulate all the knowledge, and that was very helpful for me, and learning how the system works. And also I learned how much stress in that environment.
Yeah.
How much trauma people experience, and specifically in the high-level positions. executives positions. And that's why it was the interview in United States when I have for the jobs. The question was, how do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years? And then everyone, they asked me the question, how you can work under the stress. So realization that the stress actually playing a crucial role in your position.
Yeah.
And then I realized that working in those positions, it just, the stress just coming more and more and more. And you became this constantly under the stress, and you realize that that's your life.
Yeah.
And you're going to work, you're coming to the home, and you don't have a life. And if you want to, plus I was studying for my board exams, so it was very, very interesting experience. And that's why that time I was also looking for the neuromodulation technology, neuroscience technology, all of that. And to make a story short, even it's a lot of interesting steps and how to make decisions and not listen to your heart and listen to your intuition. When you feel that it's right, go for that, grab it, it's yours. A lot of people will tell you otherwise, like, no, think about that. But if you feel that feelings inside your heart and like, yes, I want to be there, go and get there. And I had a lot of people tell me like, no, this is opportunity. Where are you going? What are you doing? I had my vision, and I still have it. And I've done my mistakes, and I've done the decisions that I'm not. Maybe if I wouldn't make it, it would be my life would be much easier. But I always look on my mistakes as the opportunity, and I learn from my mistakes. And every mistake I made, it put me one step higher to my goal. Not on the top, but every time I fail, I bounced back, but one step up.
Yeah.
So, and I learned that it's hard to learn, but that's what the lesson I learned. And I was always looking for the neurotechnology, and I went to different conferences. And then some point I realized like I need to go, and I always liked the California, and I checked the weather, and I was kind of mentally already live in California. And interesting when you mentalizing something that really start happening. I found the EEG Institute in California, and I check a lot of different options, but this one, I love the vision. I love who run the institute. It is I love the method. It's an Othmer method, ILF, Infra-Low Frequency method, and it's a family business, and they have their own personal story. And that's what kind of connect me with those people, and I became a big part of that community, and still the part of that community, and very grateful for the EEG Institute and Siegfried Othmer and Sue Othmer and Kurt Othmer. So, and they always in my heart, and I always still connected with them, and provide the guidance what they taught me. And that I moved to California. I just one night, I woke up in the middle of the night. I woke outside of my apartment building, and I look at the sky, and that something clicked on me, like my journey in Alaska, it's over. I'm going to live my life. Next step, big step, very hard decision. But I made the decision, and next day I gave a letter of resignation to the Sitka Community Hospital that been very supportive of me and everything what I've done. I had a very good foundation and people surround me, and always I had a lot of friends in Alaska still. And that's how I moved to California with the 3 suitcases. I found the place in the Craigslist, I don't have for better understanding. My family is still in Odessa. My son was admitted to the Fairbanks Business School University, and he was study over there. So I was all by myself. It's not like I have a big family or friends in California. No, I have a vision, and I have a big goal to achieve, and that's where I was going. And I went and I found the place in the Craigslist, and I was sharing a room with the 4 ladies, and that's how I ended up in California.
Wow.
Yeah, it was quite interesting. And also, and then when I start working with the neurofeedback on that field, I finished my education also there, and then I was working with the VA, with the veterans, with the post-traumatic stress symptoms a lot. I'm quite like a trauma specialist in my country, and that's when then I realized I need to help more people, and my dream always been my own business, be my own boss. And then I open my Pacific Neuro Center in California. And in the bottom of my heart, I told myself, like, it's a competitive world, Maryna. You need to be one of the best in that field. And I think I'm proud what I achieved, and I'm not afraid to say that I think I'm one of the best in the field, and what I created and the programs I created, because I helped thousands of people with the non-medication, medication-free brain training. It's non-invasive technology that help the brain to self-regulate. And that's what's amazing. We all need our guidance. When we are driving, we need a map. We check in the map where we're going from the point A to point B. And that's what I implement on my practice or my business. I need to see your roadmap, not in general. My work is very, very tailored to the person, as you know. And it's personalized brain map and approach. Not just in general approach for anxiety or depression or peak performance. No. I'm doing, it's called quantitative electroencephalography or brain mapping. And based on that information, I see the different areas of the brain and how they connect to each other. And then I connect the dots. And then I discuss it with the person and show your roadmap and where is the, I don't like the word problem, no, where is the weak area and where is the more stronger area and where is the in between and what we can do about that. Because we can train the brain. Me as the golfer, as you as well, we play golf together. And with the golf, we need to train our swing.
Yep.
But everybody has their own swing.
Yep.
So the same with the training of the brain. We can't just do general. That's my opinion, and that's my approach. And I create the quite unique programs related to brain longevity, cognitive elevation program. That's my signature program. That when I work with the overachievers, the very competitive people, people in high level of business, to help them to elevate their performance. And recently, I was also on I was giving interview to the one magazine, and they asked me why you choose now working with the business people. And I worked with a lot of kids before, and I still working with the kids with the autism spectrum and attention problems, such as attention deficit symptoms. and just help them to grow better without too much stress on them. I work with the women in crisis organizations. I work with the alcohol and drug rehab programs, and that's huge success in that field. But all of that, I combine. My shift starts during the COVID on 2020, when everything starts shifting. And again, if somebody saw the COVID was, oh my God, we're all shutting down and the business, oh no, I saw it as like, okay, this is opportunity. I can help more people. I need to just adjust everything to the situation.
Yeah.
So, and when everybody was leaving from my building, where is my office in California, I went to the manager and I asked him, I need 3 more offices. He looked at me and he said, are you serious? Like everybody leaving, everybody breaking the lease, like everybody leaving. I said, no. I need, and I apply for essential business. And I need 3 more offices because I know that I need one needs to be clean, another one. So all of that, I already have the vision how I will do it.
Yeah.
And he was so surprised. So he gave me this, he said, I will give you these 3 offices for very like small amount. Like I pay, I think $500 for the office instead of,
whatever the price was.
Yeah, whatever the price, definitely not 500 in California in a very luxury setting. So but that's what it is. The vision. Do not give up and look from the different angle and see the opportunity. And then when I during the COVID, a lot of my clients also moved to Florida.
Yeah.
And they start exploring Florida. And I went and I opened then office here in Florida, in South Florida, in Aventura, my office. And what I saw, a lot of people start coming to me, mostly men who are in business, businessmen, CEO, business owners, players, musicians, who kind of was lost in that period of time.
Yeah.
And they was afraid to lose the business and people. So I start working with that group of people. And what I notice and what I want, like now, that's why I work with the like high executive level people, because helping one person who is in a leadership position, who are owner of the business, who are leading the team.
Right.
I'm not only helping one person, it's a ripple effect.
It is.
I help if he has or she has 350 people under his or her supervision, I help all of these people. Because helping the leader, that's create that situation, the loop.
Yeah.
And helping the people who are building the business or struggling with the decision making and kind of connect the dots. That's your program. Connect the dots. That's what exactly happened when you came to me.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit can you tell us about your experience with me?
Yeah.
Because you are brilliant, smart young woman, a businesswoman who want to build your business and legacy and move forward.
Yeah.
But you came to him because it was like a missing. It's like a missing point. It's like missing piece of puzzle.
Yes.
You've done a lot. Now, can you please elaborate a little bit more about your story?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so funny. So I would say probably about 2 years, actually around this time, I had this, really life shift where the life I was living back then, I was working like 2 jobs and just really trying to make a lot of money to prove that I'm valuable and prove that I'm worth something. And something just clicked where it's like, you need to stop all of this and basically go on a spiritual journey, like figure out who you are. And it's interesting, this morning I was going through like some of my old previous notebooks and just like looking at all the things that I used to write just a couple years ago, and the themes were like, I don't know who I am. I need to be nice to myself. It's okay if I don't know who I am, and I need to put myself first without feeling guilty about it. Just really trying to like break away from external things about my self-worth. And I didn't even realize that I would be going on a self-worth journey, trying to find my own. And so like I did a lot of meditations and really, really focusing on just like clearing out the trauma that I was aware of. And so it felt like layers of onions I was pulling back. But in all of that, I probably had 6 months where I wasn't working. There was like maybe like some part-time work I was doing, just a little bit, just for some type of income, but I really wasn't working much. And then I had a period where actually I wasn't working at all. And then in that time, that's when I launched this podcast. And then I was trying to figure out how to grow a consulting firm. And so coupled that with like trying to figure out just building a business from scratch, which I had no idea about previously, working on my self-worth at the same time, and then growing my podcast, like it basically put me on this wave of up and down. So like some days when like I was realizing some of my goals, I would feel good. But again, my self-worth is still tied to like growing my business. And then the days where maybe something didn't pan out how I thought it would or whatever, like it would be one of those lows where I would feel worthless. And then when we met earlier this year, it was coupled like it was interesting because like my podcast was going well, my LinkedIn was growing, and like my branding was like going really well. I was getting really good at, or getting much better at golf. So like externally, like all these things were looking good for me, but inside, because I was on this journey of like trying to believe in myself, fighting with, my having a true sense of self-worth that's not pegged on anything external, I was getting, I don't know, it's one of those things when you shine too brightly and then people just try to come for you, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so then it was triggering PTSD symptoms. So I was diagnosed with PTSD like maybe 3 years ago. I didn't think anything of it because I didn't have memories, right? And you look back, I'm like, PTSD, okay, haha, all right, whatever, sure. But like with trying to grow my business, I noticed I was having attention issues. It would be so hard for me to focus. If some memory came up, then like it would take me all day to process through that memory. And I just felt like processing my emotions felt kind of excessive. And so in the beginning of the year, with everyone, like everything coming down on me and just like people just having no regard for me as a person just because they see all my stuff on social media and think all these things about me, and treat me however, I started getting tight chest, and I basically I got so low where I felt like absolutely no one cares about me. I'm super worthless. And I had this suicide ideation in the beginning of the year. So then I was like, okay, I can work through this, just sorting through my thoughts. But then some more wave of drama came and I was just like, I can't take this anymore. Like I need to feel good on the inside and like, I don't know what else to do. And I turned to you like, Dr. Maryna, I need your help. And I was interested in your services even before the suicide ideation phase happened. Cause I'm like, I know I need something extra just because this is so exhaustive trying to feel good on the inside. And so then when even when I had my consultation with you, I think you did like maybe 10, 15, 30 minutes of brain training with me. It was like night and day just from that small session. I could sleep because I still struggled with sleeping. Even through all of my spiritual journey, I struggled with prioritizing my time properly. So like if a distraction came in, I would get pulled into it.
Yeah.
Any little thing, I would get pulled into it, And so with that first consultation, with sleeping better, and then I didn't feel like there was a weight of an ocean on my shoulders anymore. And then when we moved into like the first sessions that I did with you, like the longer brain training, again, I found myself not procrastinating on things that I wanted to do from 6 months ago. I found myself easier to push distractions away, and I found my ability to focus on what I want to do increasing, and it's still increasing to this day. Like every day it gets there's like a patch here and there where I may feel, but I don't stay in it for like the whole day. I'm not looping, to your point. I used to have like a lot of anger issues that my husband could attest to, because he would just hear my rants about things. I'm not ranting anymore,
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I say family. That's what I'm saying. See, helping one person, I help already like your family and probably people who are in business with you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I'm able to be a lot more focused. I'm able to think ahead and actually think ahead in the sense where it doesn't feel like, oh my God, the future, I have all these things like weighing on. Like, I don't feel so crushed by my goals. It was like to the point where you say you have a vision, like I have a vision of where I'm trying to go. But it's like that vision felt so far away, and like struggling with the self-worth. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm able to do this. But then interacting with people, they're like, you're so smart. I'm like, are you sure? But like, yet I'm still helping people, So afterwards, like the after effects, I'm able to really be present, and then now I'm able to kind of sort through like, okay, when you have these type of thoughts, just know those are PTSD symptoms. And then this is who you really are, Jess, So I have that sorted out in my head now, where it's not just a crumbled ball of messiness, where... so it's like
untangle.
yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. So it's been so incredible. And then even my business is growing now too. Like one of my goals from last year to this year was move from independent consultant to being able to place consultants on projects, so that I'm just focused on bringing in new clients and growing the business. So essentially being able to provide jobs to people. And so that's starting to happen now,
Wonderful.
Yeah. So
wow.
And like, even as I plan for the week, like, I'm like, all right, this week it looks like it's not a drowning week, because I'm not saying yes to all these things I don't need to say yes to anymore.
Yeah.
I'm getting like really, really, really focused and
more aware about what you need, about your surround, what your body needs.
Exactly.
Even before the interview, we talk about the playing golf, and we are going to play golf next Saturday, 18 holes.
Yes.
And then I ask you, would you like to come to the event on Sunday? And I like your answer. You said, let me see how I feel.
Yeah.
You didn't say, yes, let's do that, without like, oh my God, probably I will be exhausted, but whatever, I want to be there, I want to be. No, your answer was putting yourself first.
Yeah.
And how you feel.
Yeah.
And everything else will get to that point. And that's what I also create. I've done my personal neurofeedback, how I get to that point, moving from moving from Alaska to California. I also went through some dramatic experience on my personal life. And as the professional person, I also very well understand that moving forward and starting new journey, I need to start with me first. I need to heal and help myself first and see and get me to that different level. I met a wonderful person, Angela, who a professional psychotherapist. And I've done some sessions with her, with the psychotherapy sessions, and she recommended me neurofeedback. And I was very skeptical. I am, with all my doctoral level degrees and everything. And, but again, see that if you go to some help or asking or seeking some guidance, go for the professional person. I trust her decision, I trust her professionalism, and I give myself to her mercy, because I thought like she is professional in that field. She knows better than me who are very smart and knowledgeable, but she's better in that field. It's not my field. I'm not psychotherapist. And I listened to her advices, and I went to the I don't even remember, some office with the neurofeedback. And the guy who done the neurofeedback on me, he didn't even know what he's doing. He was a technician. Amazing person. His name DeAndre. Amazing guy.
Yeah.
And when I asked him all the questions, what are we doing, what is that, he was like, oh my God, this woman, like, who are you? And he was so intimidated by my questions. He said, I'm so sorry, I don't know the answers, because I asking about the frequency, what is this, all the details.
Yeah.
And he told me, like, you're a doctor, you know better, you need to learn all of that stuff, and you need to help people, because with your knowledge and expertise, you can definitely do it better than me. And that was kind of like, you know what, maybe you're right. Let me check it out. Let me go deeper in that subject. But the tremendous help I had, it was like night and day.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe what happened to me.
Yeah.
I sleep better. My decisions was more clear and better. I start saying no to people because I'm a people pleaser because of my profession. I treat people, I serve people, I help people.
Yeah.
But it's always been in my life, but that start colliding with my personal life.
Right.
And then people sometimes take you for granted.
Yes.
Unfortunately. But that's also part of the experience and what make us stronger every time. And that would separate my personal life from the professional life. It was very important for me. But that's my own experience what helped me. I start looking deeper and deeper. And then one of my friend, her boy, he was 10 years old, 11 years old that time. He was struggling he wasn't struggling. I think the school was struggling with him because he was active boy. And they put these labels, ADD, ADHD. And I don't like to put the labels on people, and I don't like this ADD abbreviation, because what behind that, ADD, it's attention deficit disorder. And disorder, it's a disease. So it's very different than the symptoms.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we need to be careful with that. And that when she told me that Maryna, she was struggling with the schools because the schools want to put him on a medication. And she refused to do that. He is just active boy.
Yeah.
And she told me on one of the moment of her desperation, she said, you are very smart. You know the technology. You are a doctor. You're a neuroscientist. You need to stop working at the bin positions, and you need to figure it out how to help us, how to help the people, and in that way. And that's what also part of my journey. And now I discovered I use the different methodologies. It's ILF, DNT, lens. So I combine all of that technologies, and I create my own customized programs that meet the needs of the people who coming to see me. Also, it's been a lot of research studies and proven fact that with the brain training, the people more susceptible and more open to any kind of another approaches, such as psychotherapy, such as coaching. It's a different, you more accepting the help from another people.
Yeah.
And that I've been partnering with the different psychotherapists who ask me, like, please, can you start working with the person? And then we will take over that, and then we combine. and also working with the business people or achievers, or it can be golfers, tennis players, football players, musicians, book writers. They asked me of guidance, and I gave a lot of guidance at the business guidance and business coaching. So I realized that I want to combine coaching and create it like neuroscientific approach to the coaching. I finished another certifications. I got my certification on the executive team coaching, and also I became a NLP Neuralimbic, NLP practitioner. The Neuralimbic, it's maturation that's in my brain.
The neurolinguistic. Yeah.
So I decided to create a quite unique program with a little bit different approach, combining neuroscience and the coaching. And I'm telling you now my secrets because nobody does that.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, but it takes a lot of effort to become a neuroscientist.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, yes, you're sharing your secrets, but a lot of people won't actually move forward to do it unless they actually can handle.
Interesting you mentioned that. I have a student, I have an intern sometimes. It was like before the COVID, I think 5 years ago. And she, exactly, that's what happened. She was just sitting, the young girl, she was sitting and she like looking at me, and then she said, you know what? I just want everything what you have. Can you tell me how to do that? Like, I want now. She said, I want it now. I just want, you are helping people. You have your businesses. You're a businesswoman. You're playing golf. You're doing this and that. Like, I want it all. I want what, and she said, I want what you have. And I was like, I didn't know how to answer the question. And I told her, oh, okay. How about let's start from the medical school? It will take 10 years of medical school, 5 years of internship, residency program, and then working with the patients, and that's a very tough job. And then we'll talk about the business. And she looked at me and she said, wow, that's too long. I thought, yeah, that's what we have to take steps.
Yeah.
And that's too long. And I also been quite impatient, and that's what my journey, what I learned from my last 15 years. You need to be patient. You need to sit and breathe, and because sometimes that working with your emotions, it's very crucial and very important.
Yeah.
And you know that, and I know that, and a lot of people know that. If you can control your emotions, so you pay a very high price for that.
Yes.
Not only with physical price, emotional price, but money price.
It affects all aspects of your life.
Exactly.
All aspects of your life.
And that's what I discover, like how to connect these dots in the brain and see how I can help to train specific areas of the brain that will start working better, more efficient, and help you to manage your life. Usually what happened in my office, I very selectively choose the people who I work with, people who coming to me. And when somebody coming to me and ask me, I just want to fix that, I'm not a fixer. And always start, I'm not a magician. You will not wake up the genius person next day. It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes effort and commitment. It's like a tango dance. It's require two people.
Yes.
Me and you. And we need to be in the same page. You've been very committed. You've been on time, you've been coming, you're giving me feedback, you follow my advices, and of course the results with my work as well. So it's 90% it's your success.
Yeah.
10% it's me. But it's mostly it was you.
Yeah,
And then people coming and I discuss, and we different programs I have and tailor it to the personal needs or the company needs. I work with the companies. I go to the company and I work with the only like not more than 5 people, leaders or decision-making people who in that company, and I do my assessment and then work with each individual and then all together. All the protocols is different, but what is that? What specifically talking about what is that neuromodulation? Yeah, a lot of people ask me all this question, like, what is that? This is brain training. It's a mental brain training. So it's literally training, and you know that, and you can share more about that. So it's in 3 components of the neurofeedback. It's a visual, tactile, and audio component. And it's non-invasive technology that helps the brain to learn from their own behavior. And you just simply sitting and watching the screen and holding the little animal, on your lap, bear. I have a bear. And you just need to be present. You just need to be focused. You just need to be in my chair on time. And I do the rest of the job. So, and that's what now, tell me, what's your experience like before? You mentioned already, and what happened after? And I've done with you the quite first level. It's a 10 hours of work. It's emotional stability protocol. And where are you now?
It's interesting.
You mentioned already something, but what you experience, what your feedback about the now?
So when you mentioned being present, that's what I struggled with the most, because I could be looking at you and my mind goes somewhere else. I'm not present. So when I was in your office and, having the bear and the audio and the visual, basically with the, screens going big or small, depending on just my attention, it was like reminding me how to be present as well. Like just pay attention, what you're feeling, here, just really being present. And so then after I would leave the session, I would try to make sure pay attention to what's happening around me, don't go in some loop-de-loop somewhere 5 years ago, just, stay present. And so with practicing that outside of your office, practicing it when I'm at work, don't go somewhere else, stay present, listen to what's going on, it would feel like my mind was going 100 miles per hour before, but then with just staying present, it helps it puts a lot of things into perspective, where I feel like I don't the question would be just why do you feel like you have to go 100 miles per hour? Right. So, where I'm at right now, I'm where I thought I couldn't get back to. I didn't realize I could get back to, because with the PTSD, I have forgotten a lot of my own self characteristics, just because I wanted to change myself so much to basically have my family accept me, for example, or just be accepted. So I would change so much about myself, and where I lost myself. And so after our 10 hours, my emotional stability is so much better now. I would say it's more in a normal range. I guess something might make me sad, and it's okay. Process it and then move on. And so that's something that you really helped me with, of processing things and moving on and going about my day and enjoying life, and then I would say today, because we did our 10 hours, session end of June. And we're August now. And so even today, there's more memories of myself and things that I just intrinsically liked that I forgot are rising up now. So it's a lot of self rediscovery, and I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. It's I really have a stronger, each day, my sense of self becomes stronger and stronger. Like if I'm doing something, I know that it's because I truly want to do it, and it's not coming from some sense of insecurity or because somebody else told me to do it, or maybe even some limiting beliefs, you know? So a lot of that shed away.
Or
And
fear
then
of the society, what the people will think about
Yeah,
you,
what
what
the
people
people
will think
think-
about.
yeah.
And the fear, it's not a good company for success, for any
No.
type of success.
No,
Yeah.
no,
So,
yeah, even that the fear, fear. That's also what helped me to acknowledge, or even it's like because my brain energy is no longer looping or trying to get out of whatever ocean of darkness and doom and despair. Since that's not there anymore, it's like I have more space and more clarity to be like, all right, Jess, all right, you caught this thought. What is this? You know, like, where is this weird thought coming from? And then I can be like, that's a good question. Where is it coming from? Because that's not me, you know? And then I'm like, oh, it's a limiting belief that I used to have. Okay, Jess, well, we don't believe that anymore. We believe this about yourself, you know? Like, you're great. Of course you know what you're doing. Like, you know, you are going to live a long life, right? You don't have to hurry up and do everything right now. Like, you're not going to die tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that was always the previously lingering thought that I was about to die any moment. You know, like, there was just so much doom and gloom. Like, the shoe's going to drop. But that's the PTSD, you know, just that constant sense of fear with everything. So that's not there anymore. And, well, I would say it's a lot smaller now. Like, occasionally, like, I'll see, you know, something will pop up. But again, then I'm like, wait, nope, that's a limiting belief. That's fear.
Like I said, you're more aware about
Exactly.
and processing better. Yeah. So I'm glad we had a chance to talk about that, because also I do the quite unique assessment of the person who are even going to be in a position like CEO positions, or I do the assessment for investors who would like to invest in some companies, and the companies, it's a people, and see which area of the neurological area actually even you can execute that project or not, and I can help with that. That's quite
and
unique.
even seeing if it's a good thing for you to even get into, because
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I can help with that as well. And the big problem I've done, like I have my presentation, and I do the workshop for the companies or for the groups of people, and like lawyers, any business groups, golfers. Recently, I've done with the tech people. They invite me to the company, and I discuss the, for example, recent one, the time management. But time management not from the perception of the do your calendar and be on time. It's very different point of view from the neurophysiological view on that point, and with the tools I gave people, practical tools, they can walk out of that workshop as well. And the assessment that what I do, it's quite interesting and very helpful in coaching business. And that's what a lot of people would interesting to see, because based on that information that I have about, for example, about you, the coaching or therapy can be very precise. Not again in general. For me, everything needs to be tailored to the person.
Right.
I don't need to like work with all my problems. I want to do this, and that. And then when like you came to me, I asked you, tell me 3 things you would like to improve. I need you to be very mindful. What do you need? What do you want? Not in I want to get better. Better in what? So it needs to be very specific. And that's what all my program that I specifically design to the person need. And I work one-on-one with the people, and spend time guiding, talking, and you didn't even notice that I was like advising and talking. So it was a blended in all
Yeah.
that conversation plus neurofeedback, brain training.
Yeah.
So all and what I like about be my own boss and having my own business, that I don't have any boss.
Exactly.
So that's the best.
Yes.
That's the best of the best. And I know a lot of medical professionals, they kind of envy me on that because I always working in the medical field, we're always very limited with time.
Yeah.
We don't have enough time for patients. It's always been a problem, not only, I think every country had that same problem. And I always dreamed that I want to spend as much time as I want with the person.
Yeah.
And now I have that luxury to do that. And sometimes, yes, I block 2 hours conversation, but I know I can block if I have extra time. I'm not clocking and like, okay, time to go. Like your time is up. Like lawyers, like time is up, $500, goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye. No, I stay longer. That's a concierge service I provide and help people.
Yeah.
And recently, I realized that Florida, I like the place, I like the people, I like the opportunity and potential. And the Florida is growing. And I opened my Quant Synaptic Solution specifically for the achievers, for the peak performers, for the people who would like to improve their life and be a better version of themselves. And that's my office in Aventura. I still my office in California as well, in Santa Monica, and I do travel as needed. So that's
the best.
Yeah, that's the best. If I have I have a clients in London, I have a clients in Malta, I have a clients in Greece. Actually, I'm going to Greece in September. I have interesting people over there. They're building some virtual reality spaces, and we will be working with the creativity and with the vision as well, and with the sharpness and stay focused and be present and execute the deal that the plan they've been planning is. Because sometimes people coming to me as for example, book writer or musician or even golfers or I love golf. So, and that's why I work with the golfers and I want to work more with the golfers and help them. And recently I have one lady, she's a book writer, and she told me I need help because I'm stuck and my publisher going to fire me because I didn't produce even a 1 page of material.
Wow.
So it's kind of like a blogger. She's stuck. She can't. No, it's not. She very distracted and this and that. She couldn't sleep. So all of that, it's became a chronic situation.
Yeah.
And now we start working. And sometimes people who are coming, they already try different things. And like you.
Yeah.
And they coming and when they are working, coming talking to me, I know the feelings because now somebody will take this load
off of me. Yeah.
And that's me.
Yeah.
Who take that.
Yeah.
And I can showing the brain map to the person, showing the areas of the brain that are not performing in the best performing in that area. We can change that. And it's showing the people talking about their lives and the previous, you can see in the neurolimbic maturation report that I was talking about your childhood even and different ages when how the brain developing, understanding that it's not your fault, that some environmental factors happened. That's crucial. When people realize oh my God, it's I always tell, it's not that Maria smarter than you. No, because in Maria's brain, this part of the area that's responsible for the critical thinking developed better
Yeah.
than your. Can we help your area? Yes, we can. And you will be even better than Maria.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is. And that's what gave also people hope. It's not everything, it's not me who wrong. It's
Right.
not, and we, especially we women in business, it's, or not in business, in life.
Yeah.
We're not good enough.
Yeah.
It's not enough. We
Yeah.
all or suck it in and move on.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
cry.
yeah.
Be smart. Be tough. All of that. So when I showed the brain and explained that, like, it's not your fault. That's your brain has been developed this way, and that's who you are. But I can change the past, of course not. But we can make even the past easier
Exactly.
in the future.
Yeah.
That it will not sit on your shoulders
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
block you from, prevent you from moving forward in your life.
Yep.
And that's what my point of my life. And I'm very happy about that. And people ask me, oh, you probably have 2 businesses. You are probably a very rich millionaire, all that. And I said, I'm very, very rich, but I'm rich emotionally. I'm not rich with money. I never think about money. Of course, we need financial support, but money comes next. I mean, I'm very rich with the people and with their results. When I see that your business, your life is getting better, and you don't have any suicidal thoughts anymore, and that's what make me rich inside and want to help more people like you to grow
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
enjoy the life.
Yeah. And I have to say thank you so much for sticking through with your vision.
Thank
I
you.
don't think people talk about that enough because you stuck with your vision. And if it wasn't for you sticking with your vision, going through your journey, we wouldn't have crossed paths for you to help me.
Yeah, that's
You
the
know?
decisions we make, and sometimes it's very tough. But stay with your decision.
Yeah.
Make your life what you want to be, who you want to be, and learn from your mistakes. And switch the thinking, like, oh my God, I meant this. If I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't be. Yes, maybe, but learn from that. Like, okay, why I did that? What can be done differently next time that I will not get to that situation?
Exactly.
What can be done? Why I choose, for example, that person that became a wrong person for my project? That's what I do, my homework. I go like, okay, I'm grateful for my opportunity, even I lost money, but I'm grateful
Yeah.
because that's a learning point. For
Exactly.
today, for example, I lost with that one of the project like $5,000 because I choose the wrong person for the project. But I lost 5,000 only, and I lost a few nights of sleep, of course, and I shed some tears. But I look at that as a big opportunity, and I'm very grateful for that experience to move forward. And I will not do that mistake again.
Exactly.
Because I saw the pattern, why and what happened, why I choose that person. And that's required a clear mind,
It does.
calm emotions, and clear vision. And people ask me like, oh, you're so calm. Believe me, I wasn't before.
Yeah.
But I train my brain, and I help also myself to help another people.
Yeah. Yep. And I want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for coming here and,
Thank you.
sharing your story and talking about it and getting into more details, because all the times, like, people, even I posted a little clip of what it was like when I was in your office for the brain training, and they're like, what is that? Like, they want to know more information. They want to know more about you. And like, I'm so excited that we did this, and I'm so happy.
Thank you. And welcome to my office in Aventura, and welcome to my office in California. Or if you would like me to come to your office, I'm happy to do that as well. And I think we will put some information with the how to reach out to me.
And you can say it as well, because this is on Spotify as well, the audio.
Okay, wonderful. So my, the easier way to reach out to me, text me. My number is 310-699-4944.
Say the number one more time.
310-699-4944, I think. Oh my God.
We'll put the right description.
My personal number. I'll give you, you know what? I'll give you my personal number. That is still Alaska code. Everybody asks me, what is that? 907-738-9800. And I give you my personal, this is my personal number. Again, 907-907-738-9800. And I'm giving only to you the customers of this podcast, the people who are watching. Yeah, and my Instagram, I think it's Maryna Yudina, Maryna Yudina, Yudina. What is that? My LinkedIn is same. Yeah. I think, you can find me, Pacific Neurocenter or Quant Synaptic Solution. So you will definitely find me. And my first name, Maryna, through the Y, Maryna, and the last name, Yudina, Yudina. And the business number, 310-699-494. I hope. We need to have some fun.
Yeah. Exactly. That's
my personal number, 907-738-9800. And hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you. And that is a wrap.
I don't know. Was it boring?
No, I don't think so. No, not at all. Yeah,
it's like
good.
compared to the Qidira.